All right, good morning, everybody. I hope you are doing well. Welcome back from the weekend. I hope you are doing well. Welcome back from the weekend. Happy to have you here. We're already streaming live onto our YouTube channel, the Crypto Ambassadors. And we are basically ready to make sure that we share our ideas, to make sure that we make sure that we take you through for today's call. Ladies and gentlemen, it must be of our good cause. Although today, because of electricity issues, I may not play back the past. I'll just share my screen, but welcome everybody. So I may not go back to the past a little bit, and some tools may not work today because of electricity issues here where I am, but we are going to be able to find something new to learn. If you are using an iOS phone, if do you have some people with iOS phones? If you have phones, you remind me at the end of the call. I have a latest update, not of Royal Q, but I have a default. I have a default. I have a default link. Sorry, a default browser that is AI that was released yesterday, and it is basically very nice. Very, very nice. Okay, so today, because of electricity issues, we are going to put our focus on a very important indicator. On a very, very important indicator. It's the only one we are going to look at today. And then we shall call it a day. Electricity issues. We are just going to look at one simple indicator. One like this, then we call it a day. Okay. And that's where I'm going to basically put my focus. Remember, before you carry out your trading, you must be able to look at support and resistance. Like I usually say, trading is support and what? And resistance, because it gives the execution points. It gives entries and exits in the what? In the market. These entries and exits are basically very, very important if someone is a decision on which trade to look at. If someone is making a decision on which trade, so basically believe that any trader, before making a decision to either pick a trade or not, to either trade a coin or not, the trader should take time and do their technical analysis. Very well. I want to look at immutable X. Let me just find a coin that we would use. All right. Okay. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to today's call. I'm just trying my best to make sure that I can share with you, because we are having power issues, but I'll do my best. Make sure that we share. Okay. The indicator that we are going to look at for today is an indicator the indicator we are going to look at is an indicator called MACD, and this stands for moving average, convergence, divergence indicator. And when you tap on these indicators and you come here on technical and you write in moving averages, you'll find this indicator here. It's called moving average, convergence, divergence indicator. You tap on the star, it joins your favorite. Tap on it once, and it gets into your screen. And that is the indicator. Okay. Someone may be, the two are the same, just that this I increased it. So I'll just remove one because I don't need the two, both of them in my screen. Now, the MACD is basically a special indicator. Let me first come to the whiteboard. I don't know if I was, but okay. The MACD is basically a special indicator because it has a middle line, or what we call the center, or some people call it the zero line, or the center. On top, it forms what we call the histograms. And as it's forming these histograms, it keeps on forming them as they increase, then they later decrease. At the bottom, it forms what we call red histograms that also start small, then later increase, then they decrease. Then on the top, the story still continues. Start small histograms that later increase, then later decrease. That's the same at the bottom, from small histograms that could increase, then later decrease. So you find that it forms this continuous curve, depending on the momentum of the what? of the market. Sometimes you may find that the histograms are very long, which means there is high volume and momentum in the what? In the market. Now, apart from that, this histogram has two moving lines. Okay, it has two important moving lines. And these two important moving lines, you find that one is called the signal line. You find that as they are moving, let me say they move here. Maybe one is green, they move. Then maybe they cross, they move, they one. Okay, now what happens is that as they move together, if they cross each other, like here, like here, like here, like here, like here, you'll notice important areas. Now, let me start with this one. Here you will notice that this crossover here has happened in the green histogram area. Okay. And the crossover was pointing to show someone that the market is going to move up. Usually here in such scenarios, you'll see a great move, the upside. The market will really move up. The market will really move up. If this crossover that is pointing up happens in the green histogram area. I didn't do it perfectly, but what I wanted it to cross over here in the red histogram area. So I'll just take it as an example. If the crossover pointing down happens in the red histogram area, just know that the market is greatly going downside. Things now will not be so good with this trade. But the same stuff, if the crossover like this that is pointing down happens in the green histogram area, the market will go down, but not too much. The market will go down, but not too much. Like I've said this side, the same thing when this crossover pointing up happens in the red histogram area. The same thing. The market will go up, but not too much. So when you confirm a perfect entry, when you send a crossover in the green histogram area, this is a perfect entry, a perfect buy. If we are trading futures, a crossover in a red histogram area will be called a perfect sell. The market will go down very well. So in short, that's the MACD, the moving average convergence divergence indicator. I want to just go practical, and then I call it a day. I call it a Monday morning. So I'll share my screen again. Okay. Now, I opened this coin to make sure that I show you an example. although I'm also going to talk about divergences so that I help someone understand. Okay, this, I hope you see the move. That strong upside when that crossover happened. And this, the market is expected to go down, like I've said. You see that the market will not go down so much, and that was the move. Still, I would show you more examples. This, the market moved down, but not so badly because of the crossover. But this, I hope you saw. But if let us find one where the market went down very badly because of the crossover. So I'll look for a coin. I'll look for Acro. Like for example, like you see when we traded this coin called XM, it has refused to return. But stone fact, it seems that we are still going to float more. But we are still going to float more because when I just look at this crossover here, this coin is going to continue the downside. The only saving person I believe we could have is the United States to decrease the interest rates. But if it doesn't do it today, I don't know whether it is too damn forgetting the dates. But if it does it, then we could have recovery. But it doesn't. These coins basically that some people have been floating on like that one seems to continue misbehaving. What goes down comes up. It is just the ability of someone being patient. Okay, I hope now everybody has a clear picture on how to use this MACD. The market will go up, but not so well. The market will fall down, but not so much. The market might go up, but not so much. So those could help someone identify, because we said indicators are not perfect market direction givers, but basically indicators help someone to be able to interpret the trend of the what? The trend of the market. Like if you look at this example of Chainlink, although this coin is already up, but the MACD here is giving a very nice report that the crossover is about to happen. And you find that this coin might continue up to $20 because it has been forming a consolidation, a sideway around this area. And since there is break of structure here, then we could see this coin still continuing in the upside. Basically, that is what I had for you, just that I've kept it very simple. I don't know if there is anybody with a question about this, but I've done my best to simplify the indicator. And any question? Any question? Any question about the indicator? Then I'll call it a day.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Coach Julius. I want you to look on the coin of course USDT by using this MACD. Can you analyze the coin of course COS USDT?
What have you said? Can you come again?
Okay, good morning. Thank you for your presentation. I want to know about the analysis of course USDT, the coin of course COS by using this MACD.
But me, I'm not here to analyze coins. Me, I'm here to teach you how to use the indicator. You go and analyze the coin by yourself. Me, I'm not here to analyze coins. No. You go and analyze the coin. Just ask me about the indicator. Guys, I'm not here to analyze coins. I know people become emotionally attached when the coins go against them. But yesterday I shared the 4 M's of trading. You manage your capital, you work on your emotions. That's all, guys. There is nothing wrong with trading. It is just people get connected to the market. But there's nothing wrong with trading. People get connected to the market, maybe if they are in trades and things don't move their way. But trading has no issues. It is people with emotions that have issues with the market. And if you can work on your emotions, you can trade. If you can't work on your emotions, you can't be a good trader. You always have issues with everything. Yes, Proscovia.
Coach, thank you very much for the work done. I want you to help me. How do I remove that indicator? After using it, how do I remove it?
If you want to
Thank
move
you.
it, you tap, you see on top here there is an arrow.
Yeah.
Let's see what's happening. You see on top here. Let me return them. Okay, you see it is an arrow. When you tap on it, it brings the name of the indicator. This is the indicator. It has high setting. There is X. You see this X? When you tap on X, it disappears.
Thank you.
So, all right.
Okay.
Yes, Center. Yes, Center. Yes, Center. Okay, few other stuffs. Never use one indicator to interpret market direction for you. For example, we have make sure that if you are trying to trade, you make sure when you are using indicators, never use one indicator to make you decide. For example, let me first go back here. There is a formation of a bullish engulfing candlestick chart pattern. Anybody who has seen it on dot? Formation of a bullish, something like a bullish engulfing candlestick chart pattern. It's not, but if you look at the close and the open, it's above the red candle. Anybody who has seen it? Nobody. The formation of a bullish engulfing candlestick chart pattern. People have questions. How do I determine my take profit? You know, if it's your first time to be here, there is no indicator that gives your take profit. It is support and resistance. So if I look at this and I plan to make my exits at any high, could take this, because this, if I draw a line here, I'm not seriously analyzing this market. So if this is the current price and I take, there is a small resistance here or a small support, dependingly, looking at this point here. So if the market, let me go, okay, let me say here, so that someone might get a clear picture. And I get my price range from this point to this point. But remember, you should always take 2/3 of the journey. So like that, you could take a 2% or a 1.5. It's a little bit. Now, having determined that to be your take profit, and from here down here to be your margin call drop, now you want to apply these indicators. You are using now 2 of them. One is the stochastic RSI, which is very clear. Another one is the MACD that is showing you ability to cross over. Don't forget that we have also looked at other indicators like the pivot points. We have looked at other indicators like the pivot point standards. Okay. You could see you could now wait, because in the previous cycle, this was the pivot, and it went up to the resistance. And if you remember what we discussed in our past, if you have been following for some good time, you could be able to see, who can see this? Who can see this? Let me know. Some people who is here and you can see this point, and this point. Can someone give this a name? This point, and this point. Anybody? Anybody in the chat? Anybody in the chat to give this a name? Anybody in the chat to give this a name? Can I notate it again? Anybody who has been attending our classes? Okay, it's not 100% clear, but anybody who could see these 3 important reversal areas? Anybody? Let me see. Anybody on the call? Okay, 50-50. Can I increase it? Anybody else? Support? No, that is support for everybody. Everybody can see this support. But anybody else who could try to give a better formation? Just double tops, double bottoms, triple tops, triple bottoms. Anybody who remember such things? Double tops, double bottoms, triple tops, triple bottoms. Anybody who remembers such? And you see now it's gonna move to the upside. So that's how you could decide to take your take profit. You either draw your own support and resistance, or you use, so this is a 4-hour time frame. If you take this and look at it in the 30 minutes time frame, basically it would make a lot of sense to you. Okay. But me, I usually love long-term trading, or what I believe big take profit than these small ones, because it helps me decide. So I look at a bullish engulfing candlestick chart pattern. I look at 1, 2 formations. The third one is not 100% clear. Then I make my entry. Then I look at my MACD. I look at the stochastic RSI. And we have seen this in the past. We have looked at those stuffs, okay? And I believe they could help anyone make decisions. Anybody with a question? Someone asked me about costs. I know when people are in floating loss, but cost, as a signal, cost delivered yesterday. But I'll look at it. But me, I'm not a person who gets connected to coins when they float. I think I have developed a thick skin while in the business. I usually don't care. People ask me why I don't care, because whatever goes down comes up. And the other thing, me, I'm a little bit different. I'm patient with myself. I am usually patient with the trades. I'm patient with myself. And okay. So, why is it not showing up? Contentos. This is Contentos for you. With this and this here, it's still going down. It's now going down. It has broken this support 3, and it will go to support 4. It's now going down. But those who entered as a signal we gave, we are out. We are out. We are out. We are out. If no other question, I explained myself already. I don't believe I need to explain myself again. Maybe if there is any other question. But today we have looked at the MACD, iOS. Now I'll just share the name of the. It's a new browser, very nice, very effective. It was released yesterday. Let me share. It's a nice browser. A very nice browser. I think it is AI. It's already AI. You can download. It's called you can install it as a default. It's there. Very nice. For iOS, there is a one for Android, but see, since Android is not my passion, I'm forgetting its name. But this is very good, a faster browser, AI, very fast, very good, giving faster, quick information, and it's the best. It's really a very nice one. I cannot very fast. It was let me see if I could give a few. We are waiting for a big run by Google AI. Google AI on the 7th of this month. But But also this week we shall have Tim Cook will be able to talk about the AI that is coming to Apple. So there is improvement in AI, but that's what I have. I don't want to go into these tech things. I don't want to go so much into this tech stuff because that's not why I'm here. But I really follow so much when it comes to technology. But guys, that's all. That's all. We are doing me and my team are doing our technical analysis, and we shall be looking at a few coins and very, very soon we shall drop you a signal. One of them is BNB, one of them, but we try usually to lay out to find which one speaks more sense. But basically, we want to wish you a nice, amazing day. Thank you so much for joining. Tomorrow we shall switch on from there. Thank you, everybody, and have a nice, fantastic week ahead. See you. Yes, the MACD in Royal Q is the same with the MACD here. They function. Yes. All right. That's it and done. I believe that could mark the end of our, unless someone else has a question. If no other question,